Hello everybody, welcome to WGUD's Community Focus. I'm Hunter Bickham and we got a good one for you today. As you can see, I'm sitting next to a race car driver right here. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Nicolas Denton. They call me Trickle at the racetrack.
First of all, let's just get started. Tell us about the type of racing that you're involved in.
The kind of car I race is a Bandolera at Atlanta Motor Speedway and Chris Motorsports Park and some other tracks, and we go about 70 miles per hour, and there's usually a lot of us racing, actually 10 or above usually.
All right, so how did you get into this type of racing?
I started when I was 4 in a go-kart at Sunny South Raceway, and I raced till I was 8. And at that track they had Bandoleras, and I loved the Bandolera and I wanted to get in it when I was even 6.
Right.
When I could only get in at 8 and above. So as soon as I turned 8, I wanted a Bandolera for Christmas. And my Aunt B and my mom and dad worked up a Bandolera for Christmas, and then I started racing it at my home track. And I raced there for a year and a half, and then started racing at Atlanta just a little bit before I stopped racing at Sunny South, and now I'm racing at Atlanta full time.
And as far as the national circuit goes, where are you ranked?
I am currently 3rd right now. I was
Wow.
1st for just a little bit in a period of a day, but now I'm in 3rd, and I'm hoping to get in the top 5 to finish in the top 5.
Shake and bake.
What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
And that's awesome, man. So Bandoleros, just kind of elaborate a little bit more on how big are the cars? What are the requirements for it to be a Bandolero?
Well, the car is about, I want to say, from here to there, and it's about, you can seat one person in it, and you sit in the middle of the car, and the car's about that wide, maybe a little bit more. And we have a halo chassis. We have to have 9-point harnesses, a helmet, a Simpson race gear backpack, and we have to have straps, gloves. And
so y'all take safety pretty seriously.
We sure do, yes sir.
Absolutely. Okay, and from Bandolero, what is the next stage?
The next stage is usually a legend car. They're sanctioned by INEX too. They go about 110.
Wow.
They're really fast.
Yeah. So I heard you introduce yourself, and you also said Trickle. So is that your alter ego, and where does that come from?
That comes from the movie Days of Thunder. I love that movie. When I watched it for the first time, and when I got my go-kart from Santa, I wanted a mellow yellow paint scheme on it. And I got a mellow yellow paint scheme on that. And then when I got a Bando, I'm like, it's got to be a mellow yellow paint scheme.
Gotcha.
So everyone knows me as Trickle at the racetrack.
Nice. All right. Who's your favorite driver in NASCAR?
It was Jimmy Johnson. I loved his personality, and I loved Lowe's at the time because I would always ride around in the grocery cart that had Lowe's 48 on it. And then I started watching NASCAR, and I loved his personality and how he raced. I didn't know he was a 6-time champion at the time.
Yeah.
And then he won 7 championships, and now he's retired. So my favorites, Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson. Those are my 2 favorites now.
Okay.
Chase Elliott won the championship last year in 2020 for NASCAR.
So as far as your racing, what kind of things do you do when it comes to the off season or training or anything to get prepared for a race?
Every now and then work out a little and run a lot.
Keep your cardio up.
Definitely.
I got you. And how long does a race usually last? Like how many laps are y'all usually doing?
Usually we're doing about 20 on a quarter mile, and if we go to bigger tracks, it's usually around 12. So it's about equaling to 20.
Okay. All right, and so what are some other things that you're interested in? Racing is pretty much taking the forefront of everything you got going on. So during the summertime when kids are out playing and stuff, what are you usually doing?
Actually, in the summertime, I'm racing in Atlanta, but I love to race bikes too and fly airplanes.
Okay.
And all of us kids, we always play scooters right after we race. So,
tell us a little bit about some things that you got coming up.
Well, one of the big races this season, besides nationals, is a race in Atlanta, and we are going to be racing the same weekend as Xfinity Cup Series and Truck Series in NASCAR. And kids from all over the country will come to race that race. And some of those NASCAR drivers did come out of the program that I'm racing this season called Thursday Thunder in Atlanta, Georgia. So.
Wow. So if anybody wants any you on you or how they can get in touch with you, what's a good way?
Coal Nation Racing on Facebook. That's the name of the page.
You get all the information there, huh?
Yes, sir. You get all the information there.
Cool. Cole, we appreciate you coming on the show. Good luck at Thursday Thunder. And check them out, y'all. We'll see you next time on Community Focus.